Today, anime films have become a norm and have won the hearts of many. Seeing the growing fan base, anime makers may have not stopped working on new films today after more than 10 decades after what could be called the first anime was made. The earliest commercial Japanese animation dates back to the year of 1917. A characteristic art style began to be used in the 1960s with the works of a cartoonist by the name Osamu. The art style spread in the following years, developing a large audience. Welcome to today's video. We will be talking anime. So all about anime, we will be talking about the top 10 anime worth your time. Please go ahead and subscribe if you have not done so already. Well, do it before we continue. Without wasting any time, let's get started. Number 10. Erased. On the 10th position, we have Erased. This is a great anime by Ben Diskin. Tao Tsuchiya, Michael Ruff, Shinosuke Mitsushima. The 12-episode anime is for viewers who love mysteries, some science fiction, and a darker plotline. The series also has time travel thrown into the plotline. The series follows Satoru Fujinami, a 29-year-old man who can jump back in time and prevent dangerous events. How I wish the guy would exist in real life. When Satoru's mother comes to visit, he talks to him with her about the kidnapping and murder of 3 of his children in his hometown. After the mother hints she might know who the murderer is, Satoru finds his mother murdered. The plotline returns and Satoru back to his childhood to prevent the murders of the 3 children and that of his mother. Number 9. The Promised Neverland. As much as I would like to give a proper synopsis of the show, the less you know, the better. Trust me in that. Although the 12-episode anime focuses on the lives of several children in an orphanage in the year 2045, viewers can't help but fear something more dangerous is happening. After 2 of the children go ahead to return a favorite toy of a recently adopted girl, they get to find out that they're being kept as food for demons. That's creepy and scary at the same time. The children must then choose to accept their fate or to try and escape, where they're being held. The discovery sets them down a path of no return. That's where the season 1 wraps up, in a storyline leaving the viewer eager for season 2. Good news though, season 2 of the series is already confirmed. Number 8. Demon Slayer. Demon Slayer, set in a world where demons hunt for humans and eat them, is a plotline that follows the story of a young boy, Tanjiro Kamado, who is thrown into action after an accident occurs in his family and changes Nezuko, his sister, slowly into a bloodthirsty demon. He decides to become a demon slayer, find the demon who turned his sister into a demon, and help her stop the transformation and turn her into her human form. The series by Kimetsu no Yaiba is great for anyone who enjoys great fight scenes and a fantasy. It's a pretty good standard shonen genre story. Number 7. One Punch Man. In a city endangered by thugs, mutants, and even supervillains, Saitama decides to become a superhero for fun. He predicts an exciting life with him constantly being challenged with tough opponents. 3 years down the line, with him engaging in intense training, he becomes so strong that he defeats every enemy with one punch. A cyborg learns about Saitama's amazing ability and asks him to teach him. Saitama isn't interested in taking on an apprentice, but Gino, the cyborg, isn't giving up. Watch it to find out if he can convince the illusioned hero to teach him the secret of his strength. Does he ever find a worthy opponent to battle? The 12-episode anime TV series was created by Makoto, Kaito Ishikawa, and Max Maitlaman, and of course, Zach Aguila. The gang's original webcomic was written in the early 2009. Number 6. Mob Psycho 100. Written and illustrated by the same team of artists that created One Punch Man, the series gained its fame all thanks to the success of One Punch Man. Very few would know and fewer would even care about it. Because of completely different series by the same creators, it was a different story. The protagonist, Shigeo Kageyama, is a middle school kid with stronger powers than most adult schoolmates he meets. You will get to see Shigeo's character as an extremely awkward and struggling with a man of similar issues any middle schooler would face. Popularity, girls, grades, parents, and clubs to engage in are all the things that he struggles with, all that Shigeo can see and exorcise the demon spirits. Number 5. Future Diary. Together, they are set to defeat other Future Diary owners and lead this game to an end. And just as we all anticipated, most dairy owners are generic anime bad guys, from a terrorist to a girl who is head of a religious cult to a psychopathic lolly who has access to dangerous weapons. The anime is a Japanese manga series written and illustrated by Sakai Isuno. It simply begins as an ordinary life, it suddenly drifts and gets to a violent and dangerous situation when Yukirito is given a diary by Deus Ex Machina, the god of space and time. The diary gives a detailed information of events set to happen in the future, and with that, he is forced to join a deadly gang with 11 other owners of such a diary. Number 4. Death Parade. This is a creation of Yuzuru Tachikawa, a Madhouse producer. The series is based on Death Billiards, a 2013 animated short film produced for the Young Animator Training Projects. Death Parade has been labeled the best title of Winter 2015. This is a series where the dead take part in death games with their souls on the line. There's a bar where the recently dead go. Yes, they don't go to heaven or hell. The players are those that have died, and the bar is the stage. The bartender, known as Decim, challenges his dead patrons to games that have two consequences. It can either lead to reincarnation or eternal damnation for those who participate. Number 3. Anohana. It's all been action and science fiction. Let's twist a bit and go for a little field trip. This is an 11-episode Japanese anime series produced by A1. The series is of Jinta Yadomi and his 5 friends, who are the main characters, and they all grow apart, and Jinta becomes a hermit after the death of one of his friends. Anime can be said to be over the top in some of the animated series, but this show can, and after watching it, you can attest that it hit home with its description of grief and conquering of that grief. Number 2. Cowboy Bebop. Here we have a series, an American-Japanese science fiction anime TV series created and animated by Sunrise. The story is based on a ragtag crew of bounty hunters chasing down the galaxy's dangerous criminals. Spice is faced with battling his partner-turned-enemy, Vicious. He is also part of a dangerous criminal syndicate. Spikes often gets help from his partners, who gives the viewers drama action. Yeah, it's pretty cool, to be honest. One of the best in the genre. It's one of the best series ever, to be very honest. The series that runs for 26 episodes is set in the year 2017. And number 1, we have High Rise Invasion. This is a Japanese manga series written by Suna Miura and illustrated by Takahiro Oba. Kodansha compiled the series into 21 episodes after it was serialized online in DENA's Manga Box app from 2013's December to 2019's April. The series has been creating waves in the anime world, and for those who enjoy intense fights, this is it for you. Yuri Honjo is shocked after waking up to find herself transported from her high school classroom to a world entirely made of high-rise buildings connected only by bridges. Upon arrival, Yuri faces a mask, a member whose purpose is only to put humans in misery that they would rather choose to die. Let me leave it at that and leave the rest to you. Watch the anime series and experience why they've been classed as the top 10. Share your thoughts about them in the comment section and a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Bye bye! Let's see each other in the next video.